Have you ever wondered why, when Jamaicans are speaking Jamaican Patois, we tend to double the words? Well, in this video, I'm going to explain it to you. So please keep watching.
Come and me teach you Patwa now.
Hello everyone, welcome to Shan's Patwa Academy, Jamaican Patois Simplified. My name is Shan, your Jamaican Patois teacher from Jamaica. A unique feature of the Jamaican Patois language is the doubling of words or the repeating of a word multiple times in a simple phrase or sentence. In this video, I'll teach you 5 ways and reasons why we double up the words. So let's begin. Number 1, some words are like a set. The double phrase is a set. They're usually always used together and you'll never see them, or you'll rarely see them with just one word. So for example, we have chamba chamba. Chamba chamba means like, you'd use chamba chamba to describe something like if you use a dull knife to cut something and it's not, the knife isn't sharp, so the quality of the cut is kind of raggedy. You'd say it's chamba chamba, right? That's one way of using that. Chaka chaka means untidy. Fenke fenke means puny or weak. Chatty chatty means a talkative person, somebody who talks a lot, maybe talking too much. And once again, we have the black spelling, which is a common spelling, and if the common spelling and the Cassidy Gelu spelling are different, the Cassidy Gelu spelling is in green. So for chatty chatty, in Cassidy Gelu, you wouldn't probably have the double T here and you wouldn't have the Y here, so it would be like CHATI, chatty. Kaba kaba means somebody who is unstructured or doesn't have any pride, right? So yeah, you don't want nobody call you kaba kaba, all right? Hati hati is like a fashionable person, somebody who always dresses nicely or dresses in a fashionable way. So you call that person a hati hati, a girl. It's a feminine term. So if somebody call you a hati hati, that means you are fashionable, you look good, you know. Picky picky is a term that can be used in a few different ways. It can be used to refer to somebody's hair. Wouldn't suggest you do that. Also can be used to refer to like a person who is very selective when it comes on to, like, especially food. Like a picky eater, you consider that person picky when it comes on to food, or a very selective kind of person. But yeah, you'll probably see in like some older writings or some Jamaican Patois writings like picky head girl or that kind of thing. Okay, next, chippy. Now chippy is usually used to refer to things that can have a small crack, or think about like an enamel cup, and you know, like a part of it would chip off. Yeah, that's not really English, but you know, so we'd say it's chippy. If like you have, so a mirror can be chippy, a glass, like an enamel cup or spoon, enamel utensil, or like a ceramic kind of thing where a little piece is broken off, you call that chippy. Next, licky. This could refer to like a person who doesn't express any discretion when they're receiving things from people, so they'll take anything from anybody. That's kind of like licky, you know. They're not really, yeah, just take anything from anybody. Licky. Daddy means to be energyless, to be passive, lacking in energy. It doesn't really mean dead, like death. It doesn't really have anything to do with death, but daddy Like if a concert daddy or the persons who are performing is daddy, they lack energy. Next, pee cluck. This is a person who is following somebody around constantly, like not giving them any space. So if somebody say yeah the baka and pee cluck, that means you're overdoing it. Basically, you're just following behind them, or watching them, or that kind of thing. Pee cluck. And then dege means only one. Like you'll usually hear this, like one dege would be a one dege one me have. That means I only have one. Dege means only. Okay? Now, I have never heard any of these words single. Like, I've never heard chamba. I've always heard chamba, right? I've never heard kaba. I've always heard kaba. No, I'm not saying they're not used. I'm just saying I have never heard them but single. So for number one, some Jamaican Patois phrases are a set double phrase. I've never heard daddy by itself, So for example, if I say like chaka, the place chaka means the place is untidy. I've never heard the place chaka, So in this case, I'd say the first reason why Jamaicans double words is because some words are literally doubled, right? Some words are a set double phrase and you have to use them together for it to make sense. She a want atty girl. Me never hear she a want atty girl, right? The sentence it's incomplete without the double. So that's number one. Number two, some words are repeated for emphasis. Some words are repeated for emphasis. So if I want to say I'm hungry in Jamaican Patois, I would say me hungry. Once again, black spelling, common spelling, and green spelling, Cassidy JLU spelling, hopefully. All right, so I'm hungry, me hungry, right? If I want to say I'm very hungry, me hungry. So the doubling of this hungry takes it from just being, normal hungry to another level. I'm very hungry, right? Look at this one. Me hungry bad. No. Remember we looked at bad meaning very in the last video. What was it called? What's bad in Jamaican Patois? So in that video, I taught you that bad can mean very, right? So if I want to say I'm very hungry, me hungry is I'm very hungry. But you could also say me hungry bad, which means the same thing. Me hungry or me hungry bad means the same thing. But if I want to take this up a notch now, move it from very hungry to I'm extremely hungry, then I could say me hungry bad. So the repetition of the bad intensifies, shows how hungry you are, right? So me hungry and me hungry bad. Feel like me are confused now. Hold on, let's do this again. Me hungry, I'm hungry. Me hungry, I'm very hungry. Me hungry bad, I'm hungry. Me hungry bad, I'm extremely hungry. Okay? Next, let's look at this one. Him look good. This means he could be dressed nicely, or he's very attractive, like handsome, or something along that line. Very pleasing to the eyes in whatever way, right? Him look good. Then him look good. He looks very good. Him look good bad. He looks very good. Him look good bad. He looks extremely good. So the repetition of these words shows you're emphasizing it, and kind of intensifies the meaning as well. It takes the meaning up a notch. I just showed you how words are doubled, but not just words. Entire phrases can be repeated for emphasis. For example, in this sentence, me nah say nothing, nothing me nah say. Now in this the first part, me not say nothing, you know, this means I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying anything. And then it's repeated, nothing me not say. So this repetition is literally for emphasis. The meaning doesn't change, but it just shows you another level of seriousness to what you're saying. Yes, I think. I think that's what it is. So, me not say nothing, you know. This could have been the sentence. Me not say nothing, you know, and we could have stopped there. But when you repeat it and change, sometimes the order of the words change. Me not say nothing, you know. Nothing me not say. It's like it adds a level of seriousness to what you're just saying. No, you really mean business, you know. Could be one interpretation. That's how I interpret it. All right, and look at this example. Put it on me head now. Now, you would hear this if you ask a question like, think about this scenario, right? You have something to put away and you don't know where to put it, and you ask your parents or you ask somebody, but that person that you ask is kind of frustrated and they think your question is kind of annoying or ridiculous. So instead of giving you a straight answer like put it on the shelf, they'll probably say something like this: put it on me head now. Put it on me head now. Upon me head you have to put it. So yeah, this repetition also shows some form of emphasis, but yeah, it's like I don't know, it's a feature of the language where we repeat entire phrases with the I just change the order of the words, you know. Put it on me head now. Upon me head you fi put it. So put it on my head. That's what it means. Put it on my head. And number 3, you fi study a book. And your book you fi study. And you know, it's the same. This you'd probably hear this being said to like a child who's probably should be studying. You have to study a book. You should be studying, and then the same thing is repeated, but the word order changes. Your book you have to study. You should be studying. That's what it means, but you know it's repeated, and then with the repetition, depending on the context, it could be like an extra level of seriousness added, or an extra level of annoyance, or something like that. But the meaning itself doesn't really change. The third reason why words are doubled in Jamaican Patois is sometimes doubling the words actually change the meanings. Now, for example, we have pretty, which means the same in English as in Jamaican Patois. Pretty, something is beautiful, a pretty girl, a beautiful girl, or yeah, same meaning like in English, right? But when we say pretty, it can mean colorful. Like you can be wearing a pretty shirt, right? A pretty shirt is a colorful shirt. Now, I have heard people describe people as being pretty, but there's a kind of nuance, right? When I say like the girl is pretty, she's pretty, right? The girl, they're pretty. But if I say the girl, they're pretty, it's different from me saying the shirt pretty, right? So if I say the girl is pretty, like the emphasis is on pretty, it would fall in the category of the second category where you double for emphasis. But in this case, pretty can also mean colorful, right? Example number 2, color, like color, the English color, Jamaican Patois, color, means the same thing. Color, like, you know, you're coloring a crayon book or a coloring book, or color like black, blue, green, you know, colors, right? So it means the same thing. But when I say color, it means colorful. It can mean the same as pretty. Color, pretty, right? It means multiple colors. So once again, you can have on a color shirt, a colorful, a multicolored shirt. And number 3, fool. Fool in Jamaican Patois is the same as English, right? Like an idiot, right? But in Jamaican Patois, fool means foolish. And fool and foolish are the same thing? I don't think so. Because fool, if I say, I'm a fool, the boy they a fool. You could say he's an idiot. He's not a smart person, right? But if you say fool, it's more along the lines of foolish and not like idiotic. So well, you can go on like a fool. So you know, say probably the same thing though. Like in my mind, it's different, right? Let me circle back with that one here, because I feel like say fool different from fool. If I would describe somebody as fool, I'd be like, that person doesn't have any sense, is an idiot, right? I use fool for idiot, but I use fool for like a foolish person. But people describe people as like, the boy they fool, the boy they a fool, and they probably mean the same thing. So this can go both ways. I'm gonna leave it at that. This one can go both ways. Let's just leave it at that for now. Maybe go circle back for now one here. Piece literally means a piece of. So if I ask for a piece of bread, that means a piece of bread. A piece of, I don't know, paper. A piece of paper. A piece of paper, right? But if I describe something as being pizza, it means to be in small pieces. Take up them piece of paper over there, so, or you know, that's what it means. It's in very pizza, very small pieces, but pizza means a piece of. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, that's a third way. Doubled words sometimes have a different meaning from when the word is not doubled. And I go do some more research on this and come back. Number 4, repeating a noun can mean more than one. Repeating a noun can pluralize the noun. And like I was showing you in another video, I'm gonna have to link so many videos in this video. But in the video about what does man them mean, when I was showing you how to pluralize nouns in Jamaican Patois, and I said that you add them at the end of a noun to pluralize it. For example, man is man. Man them would generally mean men, or book would be, you know, a book. And then book them would be books, right? Now, this is another way to pluralize nouns. Repeat, not in all cases, marking, not in all cases, but sometimes by repeating a noun, it pluralizes the noun. It makes the noun more than one, right? For example, in this sentence, a pure boy, the over there. Repeating the boy means that there are more than one boys over there. Appear boy they over there. And the appear or a pure or a peer, this means only. So that might mean a large number of boys are over there, or only boys are over there. Appear boy they over there, right? Number 2, one bag of book upon the bed. One bag of book upon the bed. That means, like I said, repeating the book pluralizes the noun. So, one bag of books are on the bed. Upon the bed are on the bed. One bagger is a I don't know if it's a collective noun. I feel like it could be. It's a way to talk about a lot of things, right? So appear means only but a large number of the same thing. Appear boy, a lot of boys. One bugger means the same thing. So if I say one bugger boy over there, it means more than one boy. It's like a lot of. So one bugger means a lot of. And we could say one bugger boy, one bugger book, one bugger coconut, one bugger. It's a way to say a lot of something, right? One bugger. So one bugger book, dip on the bed. A lot of books are on the bed, and repeating the book pluralizes it, makes it books. And then the third one, a beer shoes in by, a beer shoes in by. And beer and pure, beer, peer. This kind of means the same thing, a lot of one thing. That's what it means. A beer shoes in by, he bought a lot of shoes, only shoes. So in this case where repeating a noun can mean more than one thing, it's usually followed by a phrase that means a lot of. So appear means a lot of one thing. One bugger means a lot of one thing. A beer means a lot of one thing. So if the noun follows that and it's repeated, it's usually repeated after following these phrases, right? And in those cases, it becomes plural. So this could be a beer shoes in by. Just I realized there are one shoes, right? Yeah, this should be a beer shoes in by. But a beer shoes in by could also be correct, but it could also be repeated and mean shoes, right? So could this also be emphasis? This could also be emphasis, but usually after following these phrases, appear, one bugger, or a beer, the noun can be repeated correctly, you know. Appear boy, they over there. Could it be appear boy, them they over there? It doesn't sound right. Would I just say boy instead of boy them, even though both are plurals? Hope that makes sense. Let's move on to number 5. Jamaican verbs can also be doubled. And I just think this is like a feature of the Jamaican Patois language, because I was wondering if it was like a particular tense, but I realized it's not. It can be doubled in the present tense, past tense, continuous tense. So I just think it's a feature of the Jamaican Patois language that we double up verbs in a sentence as well. So let me show you some examples. For example, number 1, abex. This should be a question. Abex. Now, if you notice, we have the 2 verbs. Vex. And in Jamaican Patois, vex means, well, English is vex too, but more than likely upset, right? So abex, this sentence means, are you upset? But for some reason, repeating it makes it make a lot of sense. For example, if I want to say, are you upset? I could have asked, you bex? But I don't know, abex makes sense, you know, and it sounds more natural to repeat it. So I just think it's a feature of the language. Ago me just a go. Number 2, ago me just a go. And this means I'm going now. Ago me just a go. And like I said, it could also be a go, me a go. Ago me just a go. Like, I feel like there's a difference, but it's, you know, like bimyo, it's a little, bimyo is Japanese. What's bimyo? Komaka is also Japanese. Why is the Japanese part of my brain working now? Anyways, ago just a go. We have the go being repeated. Ago me just a go. Number 3, A gone, you're gone. This means, are you leaving? Or have you left? A gone, you're gone. A look me, a look on you. A look me, a look on you. This means I am looking at you. A look me, a look on you. This means, number 5, I eat me, did I eat? I eat me, did I eat? And this means I was eating. I was eating. You know, now that I'm reading them out aloud, it sounds like a lot of these are continuing in a context. Like, a bex would suggest that you were probably, before you were joking with the person and then they take it to heart and you say, a bex. Or a go me just a go means like somebody is expecting you to have gone already, or they're asking you if you have left it and you're just answering, a go me just a go. A gone, you're gone. You know, you were there together and you're about to leave, or maybe I make up things. Maybe I reach. But there must be a reason why we double up the verbs then. But just know that we do. And sometimes it just so more natural to double them up depending on who we're talking to and what we're saying. But yeah, this deserves one whole video, but this deserves one whole lesson by itself. I need to do some more researching on this, because yeah, why we do it? It could just be a feature of the language, you know. It is what it is, kind of way. So yeah, that's number 5 though. Verbs can also be doubled in Jamaican Patois. Okay, so those were 5 ways, and in some cases reasons, why we double words in Jamaican Patois. Let's do a quick recap. Number 1, some words are set double phrases, so we just have to use them together because that's where they get their meaning from, when they're used together. Number 2, some words are doubled for emphasis, and even some phrases are doubled or repeated for emphasis. Number 3, in some cases when the words are doubled, the meanings actually change. Number 4, in some cases when nouns are doubles, they become plurals. And number 5, verbs are also doubled, and maybe that's just a feature of the Jamaican Patois language. Okay, that takes us to the end of this lesson. Can you think about any other examples of words that are doubled or phrases that are doubled and why we double them? If you can, leave those in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching, especially up to this point. If you made it to this point, just leave a star in the comments to let me know, or a smiley face or something. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out some of the other videos that are on this channel.
Are the bell that? Class done, you know. Take care of yourself, Zine. Please like, share, and subscribe. And please hit that notification bell so that you may be notified every time when I upload a video. Also, please follow me on Instagram for daily Jamaican Patois vocabulary. Are the bell that? Class done, you know. Take care of yourself, Zine.